Bad news involving James Balagizi confirmed. Liverpool without 5 injured players for the Fulham match. News about Calvin Phillips comes as a bombshell for Liverpool fans. Klopp makes a surprising decision. Hey my friend, the supporter, I bring you information about Liverpool. Let's get into the video. Calvin Phillips revealed the January exit route after Pep Guardiola gave Liverpool the green light. Calvin Phillips is being courted by Juventus and several top Premier League clubs before the January transfer window. The 27-year-old midfielder from Manchester City has struggled to get minutes since joining the champion from Leeds in the summer of 2022, participating in only 29 games in total. In the current season, he played only 4 league games and was a starter in just 1 Carabao Cup match against Newcastle in September. Although Phillips was linked to a transfer in the summer, he made it clear that he was reluctant to consider leaving City so soon. However, with his playing time still limited, several clubs plan to offer Phillips an escape route in the new year. According to a new report from The Sun, Juventus is one of these teams, and the Italian giants are leading the race to acquire the England star, recognizing the need to play regularly before Euro 2024. The report also states that Phillips is open to the idea of starting his career abroad. Liverpool is another club that has been consistently linked to Phillips in recent months. However, after Jurgen Klopp signed 4 new midfielders in the summer, it remains to be seen whether Phillips would still attract the interest of the Anfield manager. It is highly unlikely that Manchester City will prevent Phillips from joining any of his Premier League suitors in the middle of the season, as Pep Guardiola has already emphasized that he would not hinder the midfielder from joining important clubs like Liverpool or Newcastle. Supporter, do you think Phillips would be a good signing for Liverpool? Liverpool midfielder James Balagizi faces another twist in his already frustrating loan spell at Wigan due to a long-term injury. The 20-year-old, on a season-long loan from League One after an impressive spell at Crawley last season, where he scored 3 goals in 16 games, has had a disappointing time at Wigan. Balagizi has played only 4 times in the senior category and has not been a league starter. Coach Sean Maloney left him out of the squad in 13 of the last 14 League One games. The prospect of terminating the contract in January was already being considered by Liverpool. And now, with Balagizi sidelined for at least 6 weeks due to a thigh tendon injury, this possibility increases. Maloney expressed concern about the injury, saying it doesn't look very good, and they expect about 6 weeks for his recovery. This is a similar setback to the problem Balagizi faced last year, resulting in surgery and ending his spell at Crawley. Although there is no confirmation about Balagizi's recall in January, it is believed to be the best decision for all parties. Already out of Maloney's plans, a return to the U21 team after the long layoff may be more beneficial. Balagizi's injury woes have already deprived him of opportunities in Jurgen Klopp's first team in the past, and his debut in the senior squad is still pending. On Sunday afternoon, Liverpool returns to the Premier League to face Fulham at Anfield. Following a convincing 4-0 victory over Lask on Thursday, with goals from Cody Gakpo, twice, Luis Diaz, and Mohamed Salah, Jurgen Klopp's team gears up for the challenge. Currently, the Reds are 2 points behind league leaders Arsenal in the Premier League table, following a 1-1 draw with Manchester City in their last game. Before Sunday's match against Marco Silva's team, let's check the latest details and return dates of injured Liverpool players. Alisson Becker. Alisson is set to miss 5 games but is expected to return for the clash against Manchester United on December 17th. The Brazilian goalkeeper suffered a thigh tendon injury during the draw with Manchester City last Saturday at the Etihad. Jurgen Klopp, the Reds manager, provided an update on Wednesday, mentioning that Alisson is recovering, although he cannot play in the coming days. The return is likely to happen in the following week. Alisson is not as bad as initially feared, but challenges still lie ahead. On the other hand, Diogo Jota will have a more extended recovery period, with no precise return date mentioned. Diogo Jota. Klopp seems less optimistic about Jota, indicating that his recovery will take more time without an exact estimate. This suggests that the forward, who has scored 8 goals this season, may be out for the rest of the year. Andy Robertson. Kostas Tsimikas is expected to replace Robertson until at least January, as the Scottish player is still far from returning after dislocating his shoulder in October. Robertson has not played since the collision with Unai Simon during Scotland's Euro 2024 qualifiers against Spain. He is progressing well after surgery, but still needs time to regain full fitness. Thiago Alcantara. Hope is that Thiago returns to action in January after a 7-month rehabilitation. However, considering uncertainties, Klopp mentioned that the New Year's start is a realistic goal for the Spanish midfielder. Stefan Bajcetic. Bajcetic, like Thiago, has faced a season marked by injuries. After only 2 appearances in all competitions, the young Spaniard has had his recovery hindered by a new setback. The return date remains unknown, but Bajcetic is focused on overcoming challenges and strengthening mentally during the rehabilitation process. It seems that Liverpool is out of the race to sign Kylian Mbappé next summer, despite Jurgen Klopp admitting earlier to being a great admirer of the player. The Paris Saint-Germain star will face a new chapter in his career once his contract expires at the end of this season. With just over 6 months left on his contract, it became evident during the summer that Mbappé has no intention of staying in Ligue 1. While Real Madrid and Liverpool were considered the front-runners to acquire the 24-year-old, Sky Germany reports that Liverpool has chosen not to proceed with a mega money deal for Mbappé, paving the way for Real Madrid to intervene without significant competition. The report adds that the financial commitments required to sign the Frenchman are not currently under consideration at Anfield. Thus, the Bernabeu emerges as his most likely destination, although the La Liga giants may need to be patient. Mbappé still holds the option to extend his stay at PSG for another 12 months, a possibility that has not been categorically ruled out. The forward, who seemed destined to join Real last summer, ended up signing a lucrative new contract after a last-minute change of heart. It is believed that the Parisians are at ease with the prospect of losing Mbappé, as they will still receive a fee even if the player becomes a free agent. Thank you very much for watching until here. Until next time.